So we started. All right. Well, we all are beginning the next part of the journey for our viewing audience. The only thing that you missed was a bunch of people trying to do their level up and sorting the loot. So it was very dry. We're going to begin with the culmination of what they did and where we're going to be at for the next part of the journey. Uh, First things first, you need to fix your barbarian. For some reason, you you need to put the levels back on it. Uh, Ty. It's only registering barbarian level 1, fighter level 1. Even though you put the things there, just click regular fighter, regular barbarian, and just go with the max hit points for right now. I believe everybody else's character is. I'm just doing a quick double check. Correct. So when you all last left off, you had all completed and stayed the night and had the discussion with the with Olgin and the Draugrs, and you got your level up and you rested. They gave you a healing elixir to help you with the leveling or help you with the healing. And here is the passage. I'm going to show it to y'all and I'm going to read it off to y'all. Change ownership, none. Show players. Hold up. That is not correct. Why did it show everything? Let me delete that. It showed everything instead of just what I needed it to show. And none of that mattered anyways. Okay. Try that again. Through Pass Mountain. Day 2 of being in this planosphere. After feeling the drag of the rest, you realize the healing rate is slower and pain feels longer of the aches of yesterday. Even after taking the elixirs of rest provided to you last night, your body's all grown and feels stiff. Thankfully, before you rested, you stitched and cleaned your wounds and sorted loot. Youngin said she will lead you to the Drow mines to help you deliver the contract response. You all awaken, finalize any packing, and then you set out on your 5 hours to the outpost camp. In between the two locations, there's not much talking and everybody is pretty quiet. But during the walk in the tunnel, it looks very well maintained. And Youngin explains that they're in charge of keeping this side, while no one really upkeeps the second part aside from the outpost due to all the passages that have yet to be cleared or discovered. Once you get to the outpost, you can rest, pay the toll of 2 silver per person, and stay the night. She says there is a small shop with general goods, beds, stables that are provided with the toll. For game information, that you've all rest for the night, it's for you all to know, it takes 7 nights of rest in order to get a long rest. Short rest will still function as normal, and you'll gain back a short rest every night you rest. So if you have 2 short rests per day, to get back one of them, you have to rest your full 8 hours for the night, and you'll get back one of your short rest. Resting at a night can be used to change out spells, use medicine, and fend off exhaustion still. You can only gain 1 dual class advancement a week. Even if you have the XP and gain, you are capped until you rest, train, and a week has passed. Thus, if you have enough EXP to get from 2 to 3, and it hasn't been a week yet because you've just leveled up, It will take time for your body to acclimate until you can actually go ahead with the training for the next level. I am. However, I will resend it to everyone. You all arrive at the end of the mine passage and step out into a small open valley where a drow encampment is said to be. However, it seems too silent and no one seems to be around. From a distance, you can notice the door to the general store looks heavily damaged by something both blunt and spiked. The scene is now the players. So, I will re-show that to you all so that you all can read it. Any questions before we begin? Is that a yes? No? Anybody? Okay. It's like no one's speaking. I'm like, yes, we do have a coughing Rennie. Either way, you guys arrive. You're down here in the bottom right of the map. You all were walking through the tunnels. It opened up into a little valley where the drow encampment's supposed to be. It's silent, and ahead of you, uh, to the north, is what looks to be the general store, and the door itself looks like it sustained heavy amounts of damage from something that was both blunt and spiked. There's nothing else present. It is 5 hours past noon, so 5 o'clock. The scene is yours. Talk amongst yourselves. Move your characters around. It shouldn't be paused. Yeah. Jared steps out, and you see his uh, duster bellow as if there was wind, but there is no wind, looking very dramatic. Ty, if you're speaking, I hear nothing.
No, I'm not speaking. Moving.
Okay. Seem very quiet today. At least your mic is. Just tell me what you're doing when you're running around the scenes. Like I'm coming over here, I'm searching. Give some character flow, uh, and all that stuff. So it's
Coming
not
over to investigate this hole, I think it is.
when you get over to it, you notice that it is a rancid puddle of water. It looks like it's been stale. Like there used to be a bigger water area, and it's shrunk down, and it's very muddy. It's just stale, rancid, not too bad. Swampish, yeah. Correct. Now that would require salt in it. Looks natural.
Any tracks around it?
No, there's no tracks. Go ahead and give a tracking if you'd like. I believe that's under survival. What'd you roll? I mean, what skill did you roll? Yeah, tracking tends to be what kind of tracking you're doing. Just perceiving, investigating, survival. I mean, if you're investigating, it would be more investigation, thorough, and all that. Survival's 9. You don't see anything that's nature or nothing seems out of place. I mean, yeah, there's footprints around, but whatever went on here, there doesn't seem to be any commotion other than normal footprints from daily use. Youngin steps forward and she says that normally there's about 12 to 14 drow running around this area at all times. This is highly unusual. Don't worry about your mule too much. I'm going to put all the non key players over here for right now. We know where they are. This way you guys can move around.
After hearing that, I'm gonna pull out my glaive.
All right.
I'm gonna come back towards the group. Usually, people running around, and there's not. Something's happened. They grouped.
The door seems open. There goes clocks again, moving everyone.
Not me.
Or somebody.
Let me go take a peek.
Door looks heavily damaged and it's looks like it's been pried open. Uh, Unusual claw marks. But aside from that, there's nothing, there's no one inside. It doesn't look like anything is taken, and nothing's been taken from this from here.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looting the place.
It seems like there's a barrier against that you can tell, kind of against each of the bookshelves.
I can't. I can only see like a square in this building.
Hold on. Why is it doing
Yeah, I can
that?
see like up to here.
I'm noticing that. I'm trying to figure out why it's doing that. There shouldn't be a reason for that. Let me check the wall. Oh, it's part of the lighting. Let me put a light in right now. Doop,
Woo.
doop. I'll fix that for right now because it's not that dark. Okay. You see a desk full of papers. You see a chest over here. It seems like it had just a bunch of feathers over here on the left side, and this one's empty. All the shelves look like it's got a small magical barrier on it.
Aw.
Clocks,
I want the books.
I know, right? Clocks, you realize it's a warding spell. It's probably something the person put in place to prevent theft. Um, it does look like it's layered with explosive writings for the warding.
Take a step back.
But aside from that, you come over to the desk. The desk itself, there's one drawer that's open that doesn't seem to have a ward on it, and it's the open thing. It just seems to look like it had full of receipts in it, like someone was in the drawer possibly before disappearing.
I check out the rest of the desk, like if there's like any buttons or levers or anything like that on it.
No, one of the drawers just empty, and the other one has full of pens, writing utensils. Uh, it looks like probably the this side would have had a lockbox in it, but the lockbox is missing. Probably, you know how currency lockbox thing.
Yeah.
Any loose floorboards leading to a secret base?
Roll an investigation. Whatever it is, it won't be high enough to find nothing. After spending a while looking around in the area, you notice that it's not the flooring's not that far off the ground itself, and you could just peer and see underneath it and see that it's just dirt underneath.
Boring. Don't
There's
trust
a bunch of
nobody, so we
feathers
can't
in
read
there.
their books. And they got nothing special.
The receipts just look like
Feathers in
things
the
like, yeah, it looks like there was a bunch of
Oh,
down feathers in the bottom of it,
let me get
and
one of those.
go for it. It's probably about a good 50 to 60 feathers, just the soft little down feather stuff. Whatever was in it, it was probably there to keep it whatever. Um, there was something resting on top of the feathers.
There was some.
Yes, there's a clear indent of something that was ovalish.
I will
Jeremy
take
Lou,
a handful of feathers because I need them.
go for it. Like I said, there's about a good, I'll say there's about a good 50 or 60 feathers in there. They're all down feathers, so they're a little short. Um, so take as many as you'd like. Jared Luth, it looks like there's a waterfall that's coming down, and there's a bunch of foliage that it falls into. It's not a huge lake, but it does provide fresh water. You could see clearly into the bottom of it. There's maybe a few minnows uh, and tadpoles running around in it as it streams down through the area. It goes to about maybe calf height at its deepest in the center over here. What is the thingy over here? So I put a big red marker over here.
My thing up, so I created that weird redneck.
Oh,
Do it.
gotcha. Rennie, off to the right, you see what looks like a hanging gallows in the back, and underneath it is a bunch of remnants of possibly people who had stay inside of it, and they never cleaned up the puddles that were behind it. The gallows back here looks like it was empty. Don't know for how long, but no one's ever bothered to clean up the
Yeah, I can't see that part of the map.
Yeah, me either.
I'm tracking. I don't know why. I got it. It's just a lighting thing. There we go. I'll have to remember that in the future. I had to create this whole entire map. Like I said, there's a hanging gallows over here. And byproduct of the people who had to stay in them. It doesn't look like it's been used for a few weeks.
Just check to make sure there's nothing behind the building here.
The only thing you see behind it is the contraption right here, which allows you to swing this thing and lock it in place or raise and lower it. Youngin is near you there, Jared Luth, scoping out the scene with you. Well, that's a bush, but okay, gotcha. Yeah. No, there's no trees. There's nice bushes, and most of it is desolate. However, it is a pretty decent bush to, I guess, be near. All right. I, I don't know what the markings are that you're doing there, Rennie. Got it. I'll just ignore. It seems very quiet around here. Over here, you do see what would have been a heavier door. It doesn't look disturbed. And there's another heavier door all the way across the way. The stream is maybe you could step across it, It's ankle deep at best in the center of it.
Is it like fresh water or?
Yes, straight off the mountain.
I'm gonna take a couple of handfuls and drink it.
Mountain spring
Brave.
water.
Very,
You
very.
scoop up a minnow and with the water, and
Make yourself.
you get. But
Get a
aside from
snack.
that, yeah, aside from a little extra protein, the water's fine.
No, I won't do a minnow like that.
Yeah, I would. You flick the minnow out.
Yep.
Uh, the door seems unlocked if you wanted to open it.
Okay, I do it.
Seems like this is. It seems like this is the local camping area where people can pay their toll. Youngin comes up behind you and tells you this is where we normally would rest for the night in the individualized areas. And there's even a small little forge in the back if you needed, mainly used for rehooving. And she also tells you the stables is over across the way.
Where's the stables?
Down here, next to the entrance to the cave.
I'm gonna go take a look at the stables.
Check
Animals
out the
inside?
forge.
All right. The stables look pretty quiet, and they look like they were ready to be used.
No
The
animals
forge,
inside though.
no, there's no animals.
Oh.
The forge itself, it's small, it's robust, do small amenities. Um,
Anything worth taking?
I mean, there's the well-used pliers, some molds. There's the forge itself. Everything here seems very customer friendly in the way of take it if you want it, but most everything is welded down or robust for public use. The campfires out here are all built in pits and everything, and there's bed rolls that are very simple to use all over the place.
It's like a little ghost. I'm not gonna say town, but there's nobody here.
Youngin says that last time that she went this direction was a few weeks ago, and it was bustling with drow everywhere. She's not sure what's going on or why it's so desolate.
Are there any tracks?
You can investigate more. Currently, it doesn't look like anything unusual, but let's see what your rolls have to say. You want to use nature? Do you want to use what? to investigate for tracks. How are you investigating? And where? It's a nice, well-used log over here. Seems like it's got a lot of foliage on it. Rennie, that's the entrance to the cave. It looks pretty dark in there, and you can easily tell you're going to need to get some torches going on the second part of the journey.
I guess I'll try nature.
All right. Try some nature. And then roll your investigation with the nature. So it doesn't look like anything's unnatural or it does. It just looks like normal footprints everywhere. I mean, there's footprints coming and going from the cave. There's footprints coming and going from here. This place looks well used. It just looks like it's been unused recently.
There are a lot of footprints coming out of the cave.
Well, I mean, what kind of tracks are you trying to find? Because other than normal, there's kind of tracks everywhere, just none that stand out. It looks like a beaten footpath everywhere.
So nothing that looks like there was a struggle or.
Correct.
Okay.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Every bit of the dark gray is well-worn path. I mean, sorry, the dark orange, this brownish.
Yeah.
It's well traveled, well used. You can see how people have pathed over the spring a lot. There's not much traffic coming over here, but there's traffic. All this is traffic. The lighter area is just less used area. Let's see. Cat is over there. The rest of the Suichi and Zish have gone over here with the mule to get some water.
Okay.
Looks like a turned up tree that used to be here that collapsed one day and they've just left it there.
I'm gonna take some wood from it because I need it.
All right. Looks pretty
Stick it in
much
my
on
pocket.
I got a handful of yeah. Looks pretty well how you say naturified, kind of crumbly in some parts.
Do I see any grasshoppers? Because I kind of need a grasshopper leg.
No, sadly, you're not going to find grasshoppers in this. There's no grasshoppers. That much I can tell you.
Okay, what am I gonna
You'll find probably some worms at most, maybe some ants. It's very dry and badlandish in this area, so
Need to check the farm.
probably
Be
more
right back.
plains, grass area.
No.
Is that Ty? That was Ty. Younglin steps out and goes, she doesn't know what to do. And she defers to, what do you all want to press, or do you want to stay here the night?
Well, it's still like early morning, right?
You all left at noon and walked
Oh.
through the tunnels for 5 hours. It's 5 in the afternoon on the second day. And you've all walked around for probably about a good hour. So I'd say it's 6 o'clock after you've investigated everything.
Well, I mean, we might as well. There's beds.
It will start to get dark in 2 hours. And she states that it will probably be another 5-hour walk through the rest of the mines or caves.
Back.
Welcome back. You didn't miss anything.
When I was looking in the stables and that, did I see a cart or anything in there?
No. It's just a pre-set up stable with a bunch of hay for when travelers need to put their whatever away for the night.
There's some way for me to climb top of this is here.
I'm sorry, what?
Is there some way for me to climb to the top of whatever this here is?
You're talking about the wall thing here? Where's your mouse? Oh, that? Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
foliage. And this is a rock wall that goes straight up into the mountain. It looks pretty unsafe to get up there, and it looks like these are just barriers to try to prevent rock slides more than anything. You could climb up there, but you literally could see beyond it. It's just you're in a recess of a mountain valley and surrounded by mountain on all sides. To the south, it goes straight into the mountain. There's not much to this place. The tunnel you came from looks like the dwarves dug it out, and that's why it's so clean and pressed, as opposed to the other side that looks natural cave opening. Very clean. Yeah, unless you plan to dirty it, it is mountain spring cleaned. And this is just a trickling waterfall that comes off of the mountain through it and rushes it. Um, kind of a little bit in between. Yep, you could. You see clearly where people have gone over here around the foliage around the back and used as a shower.
Tell me when you're done, because I want to shower next.
You can plainly see that right around there, and you come down, there's a nice little shower area. You also see over here that there's a spot where it's kind of a waiting area, where people could swim in a little bit deeper water, but the rest of this goes only up to the calf.
On here for
There-
now, then.
There's a lot of brush in between the showerish area and the waiting area that, yeah, can't really see much unless you're actually in those opening areas.
Not even going to try to look.
Apparently, the elf is. Youngin comes in here and asks what the plan is. Apparently, everybody's getting a bath shower.
Bath shower.
Are you guys planning to stay or for at least an hour or so?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then let's try to figure out what to do with the NPC. Okay. She goes over to the forge and decides to try to hammer out some dents. What are you doing with the mule in the cart? There's no one here to tell you to put it in the stable or anything, so. The cave entrance looks rather hard. It would be easy to miss. However, it's well traveled and it's well foliaged, and it blocks a lot of the light going into the entrance. It smells of cave in there. All right. I'm gonna move, I guess, these guys in here. Oops.
I'll be like, come walking back in. I'm like, if anybody else wants to go use the shower, it's free.
I wonder where Zish is. I will put that there. So, about how long do you all spend? About an hour or so cleaning yourselves up and relaxing?
Sure.
About an hour. Let's see. Let me back up time frame just a minute. Then you were showering at the time, and Kamar, you were bathing at the time. Clocks, what were you doing at the time? You were
I was
tending
just
to the mule and stuff,
yeah, and splashing around in the water,
mining for gold and stuff,
panning
looking
for
around.
gold. Yeah, trying not to drown because it's ankle deep for everyone.
All right. Let me once Rennie gets back, I'm gonna assume Suichi is in here. She is a fish.
Here's a fish. She
See, this would have been out there too. The cat wouldn't have been anywhere near it. And I don't know what Rennie was doing. So she was probably setting up a fire. All right. It was about that time that you heard screams coming from here. And it sounded like Youngin was screaming. So before you all move, give me a second. Before you all move, let me. There we go. All right. What
I'll just
is
hit him with my
everyone?
hammer.
What does everyone do? You go. Yeah, you're. That's a mighty hammer. Okay, so let's go ahead and do y'all movement individually. Like I said, you heard screaming. I guess we could just put this in combat round. It'd be a lot quicker
Just want us
for
to
me to.
roll initiative then?
I'm gonna put everybody in the combat tracker, and then we could do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to click everything. Where is that? Okay. Roll for initiative. Does it let you roll initiative now on the combat tracker? All right. Roll your initiative. All right, I need Rennie's initiative. But aside from that, Jared DeLuth, you're up first. You're in the middle of showering, and the tarnisher nibbles softly. Yes, nibbles softly on the and corrosifies more of whatever ball bearing it's eating at the moment. I believe it was left in here on his bed. So, you're half naked. You hear the screaming. You're in the middle of the shower. What do? You're already on your way to like getting your clothes right before it happened, as was everybody. All right. All right. So we'll say you make it to right there, and you've dofted what gear you could, grabbed your bow, half naked, and unless you wanted to sit there and actually spend a minute, which is 6 rounds, dofting armor. I believe you're wearing what? Hide? Yeah. Clocks, you're up. I know it does. There we go. Clocks, you're up.
Okay, where did we hear the yelling? In there?
Yes.
I think that's as far as.
All right. And then the cougar. Cougar starts doing cougar stuff. Rennie, are you back? Probably stepped outside. We'll work on that one.
I think I can actually roll her initiative.
Probably. I could roll it for her.
Yeah, I can roll it.
And then roll it. We'll just put a pin in her thing. Kamar, you're already on your way out, but it's kind of a little bit difficult terrain right here. So it's only half movement for these first 2 diagonals. Or difficult terrain.
10, 20. This would be 30.
Correct.
Then I'm going to bonus action. I mean.
Dash action?
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So you'd be able to get another 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One more square. Yeah. There you go.
Can I see anything when I look in here?
Yes, you do.
Or not?
You see something that looks half man, half whatever. If I can find a better picture of one. Show picture.
Boonga boonga.
Looks humanoid-ish. Whatever it is, it doesn't have any eyeballs.
Ew.
Meanwhile, roll a perception check. 18. You notice over in the corner over here, one of something that kind of walks along the stone walling and crawls, or I should say, kind of camouflaged-ish. It's just too gray to notice against the stone walling over here. And you see another one off in the other corner.
There's something in the corners.
You also see, give me a second. You see another one over here that's carrying Youngin, and she looks knocked out. And he's up on the wall edge, and he's moving this direction. And knock it out? Yeah. And that is what you see is this one right here moving southward and has Youngin tossed over, knocked out. She looks like she's bleeding from a concussion. That's what you see. Are you done with your turn?
Yeah, that was my action and a movement in my action.
All right.
I don't want to rage just yet.
You don't want to rage?
Oh, I'm going to pull out my weapon. Get my weapon ready.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
All right. Everything is now rolled. And Zish is up. Well, Zish would have been doing Zishy things, so he would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the mule hee-haws a bit, is a little spooked and moves this way with the cart in tow. Suichi keeps playing in the water. And next round. Tarnisher. Why is this one even on the tracker at the moment? Jeremy Luth, you're up. That would be half movement unless you went around the water. You could keep on the edge of the water and keep normal. But if you get over to the little, it'll be half movement. Cap. You could take the dash action. Yeah, it's just double your movement. There you go. You see from your angle, Kamar, and something about the same size as Kamar. It's a little more squatter and got a nasty looking club with spikes on it and it's very gray and humanoid. You, sir, can roll an arcana. You're looking for an 18 to identify it. I will read off the description. If it had a description, I'll have to belay that. You think that it's something known as a grimlock. Normally, you find them around mind flayers. That is about all you know. I give you that little extra detail because you got a 20. Just end your turn when you're done with your turn. And it should. All right, clocks, you're up.
Okay. There. And can I try to shoot it with a crossbow, or am I blocked?
Where are you? Oh, you should be able to.
So does that hit?
I'm having what did you roll?
22.
I'm having to reload my screen. 22 would hit.
Okay. Damage is 9.
9?
9.
I'm trying to find a better picture and I accidentally hit load all. So I'm waiting for it to create a master archive when I just needed to load like 3 things. What pancake? 9 damage. You had pancake selected.
Did I?
Yeah, it says that you applied 9 damage to pancake.
But I clicked on the troll, whatever it's called.
The Grimlock?
Yeah.
There it goes. Jesus. No, it's not done. I wish I hadn't hit that. God, that took. Why was that so difficult? Give me that. Me all of this thing. I'm re-importing the image real quick because it just had it had an error trying to show the image, so it just wanted to show you the token.
Oh.
While it does that, okay. You did 9 damage to it. Looks like you heavily hurt it. Looks heavily
Woohoo.
wounded. And Rennie, you're up. We'll say she just woke up from, she tried to take a nap and woke up startled. Seeing all of everything going on, you can react now. Meanwhile, which one is this? Harley? You there?
She says use War Club in the chat.
Okay, move your character and I don't know which one she's attacking. Blah. She goes to this one. Uses her Titan Maw War Club. Oh, now she's working. She swings and she misses, getting the sleep out of her eye.
All the hay in the stable is giving her allergies.
Apparently. You see the one carrying Youngin climb up this cliff wall over here and go through a recess that you just now noticed. Let's close that. I need a different method of that. Thank you. And that ends its turn. The cougar is up. Where's it attacking? I gotta fix it, but ping. That one? Okay. And it will and hits. Killing the Grimlock with its claws. This one rushes forward. Nope. Kamari, you are up. This one has been crossbowed and raked by the cougar.
It's dead.
Yeah. You see 2 more in here. And the other one crawled through a recess that you know that you're not going to be able to fit through. However, roll perception for common sense.
Yeah.
You're baffled at the moment. So, but you know this much: it wouldn't be you wouldn't be able to make it through this hole. I'll let someone else roll. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna run over this way.
Okay.
I am going to attack using Understrike
Alrighty.
Atlas with the javelin
By all means,
on this guy here.
attack away.
No, this guy here. No, this guy. That guy has covered. The other guy.
Correct. This one would get 25% cover. You hit.
He needs to make a DC 13 Constitution check to see if he's knocked prone.
He's knocked prone. What kind of damage is it doing? Oh,
It's 9.
yeah, it takes that. Severely damaged, knocked back and prone.
Should have gone into a rage. Oh well.
Save
my
it for
turn.
later.
Yep.
Zish. We ain't gonna make it very far. You know what? If you moved right there. What's it got? No, he's not using stick of dynamite. Dynamite. And he misses. This is his first attempt to shoot a gun. Startled by the gun, the mule moves a little bit further away. Which one is that? This one rushes forward. Looks like he's drooling, or I should say salivating, and he's got his little spike clubbed, and he's trying to get at something, and he dashes actually at you.
Bring it, bitch.
The other one stands up, gets all pissy and screams and starts running towards you as well. Suichi next. Jared DeLuth, you are up. Uh, all right. Rennie, roll perception.
It skipped.
I don't know why it did that. Hold on. Fox, roll perception because you saw what they saw. I think I clicked and he clicked at the same time.
Oh yeah.
So roll perception. Get some common sense. All right. You're pretty sure that that he just ran through the Grimlock ran through an opening that could easily be if you went around to the front of the entrance, you could catch up to it.
Oh. Okay. So I would go around the building.
That or help. I mean, you saw them run off with Youngin through the little thing, and you know damn well you can't jump that high or climb that fast to get through that hole. But you're pretty damn sure there's got to be another way.
Okay.
Considering
I relay that information to.
Just say it. Say what you say. You got a sentence.
He went through a hole, and I think we can go around the building to get to it, to the other side.
There you go.
Head him off at the pass.
All right. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move. If it lets it.
There. Which direction? This way?
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's probably because y'all are encumbered. Light encumbered.
Of course I am. Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Thought I
I should
Rennie.
some books.
I know, right? And y'all didn't unload as soon as you got here. Y'all just stayed kind of packed. Rennie, this thing's dead. There's one behind you, and there's one over with Kamar. You saw Youngin get carted off through a hole in the cave that was too high. I mean, you have an option. You could either climb up in through the hole and chase after it, or you can take Clock's advice and go around through the cave entrance, or you can continue fighting the nasty little guys that are right here. You have to go. Oh, back that up. You have to go through the door first. There you go. And then there you go. Did you want to take a dash action and move your movement speed again? All right, go another 30. So probably be right about here. I helped you. Is the cougar following you? Or helping? Just attack things in here. Just let me know on its turn. Gotcha. It lunges. It hits. And it shreds the other one and finishes it off. See, I believe that one's this one. Yeah, that one's dead. Kamar, you are up.
I'm gonna pull out my glaive. I'm gonna bastard in front of me.
All right.
First, I'm going to bonus action rage.
Okay.
Yes, use it. There we go. Now attack.
You hit. And you you do so much damage to it, it's just pouring out blood everywhere. And its blood goes all over. It looks like it's on its deathbed. But it's still pissed off and it's still looking at you. Roll a nature check or an insight. Roll insight. Oh, you could clearly
Nat
tell
20.
that this, yeah, you could see in its eyes that it's looking at you like you're a meal.
I'm just gonna lick my lips and say, "Bring it."
And
That's gonna end my turn.
Zish does move. You know what? Zish, since he's not here, is going to secure the scene. Let's just remove some of these people from combat. Let's see, remove from combat. They're unnecessary. What else is unnecessary? Pancake's unnecessary. Suichi is unnecessary. The mule is unnecessary. Alrighty. And that ends that thing's turn. That thing's turn. Top of the round. Jerry Luth, you hear clocks say that headed off at the pass. You don't know that so and so's missing. What do? You see two ladies running this direction towards the cave. We're gonna take a battle pause here in a second. Use the restroom and all that kind of stuff. As soon as you're actually, yeah, at the bottom of this round, we'll do that. All right. Did you dash? Okay. Clocks, you're up. Would you like to drop some of your weight, like drop your backpack on the ground at the moment to move faster? If so, you don't have to actually do it. I'm just going to ignore the encumbered rule and say you did it.
All
Got it?
right. All right, I'll drop it so I can run a little bit faster. As fast as my little legs can carry me.
All right, so move full 50.
Sure.
Gotta work on those leg extenders or something.
Yep. Ooh,
One.
this one?
There you go. Go to 50.
Is
Ploof.
that 50?
Yep, that's
Yep, that's
50.
it.
The entrance is over here.
It's over
Go,
where?
go, many legs. Oh, I have the wrong thing selected.
It's over where? Over here?
Yee.
Okay.
And Rennie, you're up. You could move with a dash action 60 feet. But that's not the, you're going to have to come down here to go to the entrance. So you might want to go a little diagonal. There you go. Chase is on. And all right. Cougar. It's not going to be able to get there to do anything at that time. Oh, I can remove this one from combat for right now. Kamar, you are up.
I'm going to attack the guy in front of me again.
All right, attack the guy in front of you again. You hit. You apply 5 damage to it. By the oh yeah, I forgot. On its turn, it tried to swing at you and missed, but completely spaced the fact that it had a turn. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's dead. It's D dead. Double D dead. All right. We're gonna take a quick pause here. I'm gonna restart combat. Go take a break. I gotta use the restroom and
Smoke 'em
this
if
guy,
you got 'em.
yeah, smoke them if you got them. And yeah, let me reset this up real quick. Oh, rag right here. Add that to combat. This that. Oh, that works so much better. Bam. All right. $650. Okay. About 4 more minutes. For those that aren't here yet.
I'm here.
Just re-roll real quick. Reset initiative. Roll all. Oh, when are you heading out? Oh, lovely. Just 8 o'clock. Pop back in. All right. I'm gonna let you all readjust your initiatives. +5 to everything.
I'm back.
All right. Beginning combat. New combat kind of started. Clocks, you're up.
Oh,
Combat adjusted for max. Sort of +5 to your initiative, whatever it was.
we got a bad thunderstorm right now. So if you hear thunder, that's what it is.
Same.
Okay.
What is your dex modifier? Modifier is 2, so 22. What is Jerde Lutz? +4, he would have been at 24. Kamars, you're at 16. Rennie, you would have gone to, yeah. All right, so bam.
That's. Do I see anything?
You see
Can I do
darkness,
anything?
that's for sure. You want to light a torch? Cast a light spell?
I got dark vision 60 feet.
All right.
And
You see movement where I just pinged. Something's in there. And you do see a little bit of the flowing reddish hair of Yungen. It's got a
okay,
natural red to it.
I guess I'll light a torch also.
Okay.
See further.
Let me that on there. This figures, light. Nation. Toward update token. Try to remember how to do that. Here's an effects. Convenient effects. That work. There we go. Figured it out.
I can see a little bit more.
All right. Like I said, you see the faint glow of Youngin's hair and something carrying it. Is that the it?
Yep.
Cougar. 2, 3. Takes dash action. And Rennie, you are up. You can move your 30 feet and then take a dash action. You don't have to do it all at once. That way you can assess the situation. You don't want to go this way. There you go. Move 30 and then move 30 again. Probably a lot quicker. And then you see, like I said, right here, there's something moving. So you can get up all the way up to 60 on that movement, meaning, yeah, drag the line all the way till you get to 60. There you go. See it right there. And that's for your turn. Kamar, you are raging. Oops.
Going to run over to the hole.
It will take 25 feet of climbing to go through that hole.
From this distance, can I see the creature in there?
No, you have to climb
Oh,
up and in.
Okay.
It look, yeah.
Well, there's 60 there, and
Here.
my rage drops.
Sure you don't want to attack that. I'm going to extend the rage because just for this turn. So.
Okay.
Because remember, I had to reset the initiative, so we're just going to start fresh. That you're still raging at the moment.
All right.
And that kind of ends your turn at the moment.
Yep.
Do you want to say you're dropping off you're shirking off as much gear as you can?
Yeah, I'm dropping off everything except for my weapons.
Which weapons?
All right. I'm taking my glaive and thunderstrike and like 2 javelins.
All right, I'll say that your climbing is not encumbered then. So you got 2 drabblets and a glaive. All right. You see it. You see something run off further down the cave. Jared A. Luth, he had to go to dinner. He completely forgot that he has an early dinner today. So I will move his character for him. Let's see, 60. Clocks, you're up. It's booking it.
Okay. Huh?
I said, whatever it is, it's booking it into the cave.
Okay, I run some more.
You run 50. You look like if you run at max speed, you probably might catch up to it eventually.
And I'll get there eventually.
Rennie, you're up. I'll run past her. You get your 60 feet of movement in. There you go. You're almost caught up to it. I am. It's behind you. It's moving at 60. Its movement is 40 feet. My bad. So it moved another 10, 20. There we go. All right. Just end your turn. All right. You use 25 feet of lost movement to get through. Why isn't it letting? Oh, I have to select the ghost every time I do that. There you go. You still have another 20 feet of movement as you came in, jumped, and climbed through. So yeah, just bring it up to wherever 40 is. There you go.
I see the creature.
Not yet. But you
Okay.
do see light. See clocks. You see her heading that direction.
Oh, then my rage ends this turn then.
Uh, for thematic effects, go ahead and keep your rage on. We're going to
Okay.
state that you're just keep raging for a moment.
Okay.
I'll tell you when your rage ends.
All right.
Kind of took damage anyways, trying to climb through that hole that fast anyhow. So, all right. Ready? Stop that. Good thing. Jared Luth is up. 3, 4. Catches up to Cougar. Clocks.
Run!
Roll perception. Never mind.
I'm out of breath. I can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Cougar. The Cougar gets pretty far pretty fast. Rennie.
I wish the cougar was big enough for me to ride.
Grab onto its tail. Ready, you're up. Move your 30, move your 30 and then up first. Just move 30 first. There you go. Roll perception. You see things along the wall that were melded into the wall. What do you do? This one's carrying it. You still have your action, and you see 4 more Grimlocks. They look like they were ready to ambush. Ah, there's a picture. Well, if I do that, it won't. I can't show you all because if Ori's not there, he can't close out of the image. But what I can do, send it to y'all in the chat. All right, I'm putting it in general chat. There we go. That's what you're seeing.
Mm.
An uglier, grayer version of me.
Yes. It looks blind. Or its eyes, you see. Its eyes are whited out. So yeah. Do you want to move forward in? Do you want to rage? What do you want to do for your action there, Rennie? You want to attack? All right. Yes, it's trying to carry off the thing. So blowgun. Roll. Target that guy. You hit. Roll for damage. Click the damage thingy. I'll apply the damage. I see that. Why is that? Hmm. Rolled for attack, right? Why isn't the damage part working? Delete. What is the damage? Just slash roll. Like, see, should be. I think you're out of dart. No, there's your darts. 43. Blowgun needle. Oh, it was working. I don't know why it stopped working. Just roll 1d6 because it should be 1d6. We'll go from there. It's a dart. 1d4. You hit it, and it's got to roll its con for poison. Oh, failed its check. So roll a saving throw or take 2d6 of damage. Become poisoned for 1 minute. So roll 2d6 of damage. All right, takes 7 more damage. Still alive. Kamar will be up next. Did you want a bonus action rage or are you good? No, it didn't. You shot it with a dart and it's feeling poisoned. But it hasn't had a turn other than that. It doesn't weaken it. It just, yeah. But your friend is suffering from a concussion. So, well, it hasn't had a turn for me to tell you what its reaction is. You hit it. You did damage to it, but it's only a blow dart. So it's internal damage, not debilitating damage. So it's still trying to run off. But yeah, if you don't want to rage for your turn or throw uh, a use your bonus action. I think the only thing you have for bonus action is your healing word and your rage. So if you're not doing either of that, that's kind of the end of your turn at the moment. Kamar, you're up.
All right, I want to move 30 feet.
All right.
And I see it.
Not really. I mean, it's way off in the distance. It's where I'm pinging.
Yeah. In case, I'll just move 30 more feet.
You see the faint flicker of her unnatural hair off in the distance and being carried off.
Ends my turn.
1, 2, 3, 4. Swing better, and a miss. Wow. That would keep on going. One. It makes it to right there. $17 hit? Yes, it does. It beats you with its spiked wooden club for 7 damage. The other one whiffs. Jared Luth comes running up behind you. Clocks, you're up. More of these little nasty things are coming out. They seem to have surrounded Rennie. Did you want to move 25 and pop a shot off at max distance? Or you want to help Rennie?
I'll help Rennie.
Or whatever. Huh? Okay. You still could move 25. So
Oh.
Or you could attack then move too.
And it has the guy highlighted, right?
Which one are you attacking? This one?
The closest one to me, yeah.
Yeah, you hit that.
Just making sure I'm not hitting the pancake again.
The pancake again. Why is it trying to?
It's still not working.
You had yourself selected as well, but I'm gonna fix that. There you go. You did some heavy. You caught it in its neck. It's bleeding profusely, but it doesn't seem like it's. It seems like they're like kind of numb to damage being done to them, and they are very single-minded.
Hmm. I think I'll just stay here.
Well, you do you.
Mm. Okay, yeah.
Let's see. That one shouldn't be going up. Be it. Let me fix that. There we go. Something was wrong on the initiative. I had to fix it. All right. The cougar. Let's see. The cougar is coming straight up into the fray and pouncing on this one. Whoops. Let me move those out of the way. Attack. And hit. And applies. And it has a multi attack, so it's going to bite. It hits. And it applies. It claws, shreds, pounces, and tears its neck out. Good kitty. Rennie, you're up. All right. You hit. You hitting the one on the left or the one above? That one? Okay. Not much else you really can do at the moment. Kamar, you're up.
I'm gonna move forward.
It'd be very difficult, but there is a target all the way in the back. You'd have to roll at probably disadvantage due to the darkness.
Yeah.
You see three.
Yeah, I can see these three, no problem. I'm going to attack this guy.
All right.
My Thunderstrike Javelin. At
Oh,
20.
nice. I do believe that's the shockwave strike at that point or something.
No, this.
Oh, that's the other thing.
Yeah, that's the other one. This one, it
Still,
just. Anything within 10 feet of that one needs to make a con save of a 13. Otherwise, it's knocked prone.
tracking.
Yeah.
And it destroys the ammo on use.
Yep.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah, whenever it does the shockwave effect, destroys the ammo on use. But you're launching javelins, so. All right, roll for damage. Well, the original one stays.
Isn't that doing it? There it goes. Damage. Crit hit. 15.
Nice. This one just goes up in a sizzling ball of electrical. The javelin goes into it, through it, and explodes, and the shatters of the javelin go everywhere. It doesn't do anything to this one. However, you do see something go flying back that seemed to have been concealed beforehand.
Sweet. I made something come visible that could hurt us.
Exactly. And let's apply the damage. Poof.
That ends my turn.
All right. All right. Spiked club comes flying at you and hits Rennie for 11 damage. It, the spikes stick into you and pull out, and you see a splurt of blood at the same time. This one goes straight after you again. Missing. I don't know why it said that, but let's delete that. Oh, I got it. You put all that stuff, the combat tractor filled with what you clicked on there. It's all good. I fixed it. And that's that for that's turn. That one's dead. Poof. Oops, wrong one was dead, but not that one. That one rights itself, and 2, 3. Moves. That one's dead. There we go. The bloodied one carries off your friend even further and is moving a lot slower. I need you to roll the poison damage because it failed its con save. 2d6. All right. You hear a thump off in the dark. Luth. He moves forward. He just attacks, and we'll just say that he hits and takes out whatever this one is. Poof. Clocks, you're up.
Um,
Oh, he would have been 5 more. There you go.
okay, just gonna shoot this guy.
All right. Right, you hit. And it goes down.
Yay! I guess that's it.
All right.
Boop.
Cougar launches itself. Attack. And hit. And then bites. Definitely hits. I believe that's a crit, isn't it? No, it wasn't crit. Shreds off one of its arms, or the muscle from it. And Rennie, you're up. This one's got muscle missing from it and slashes on it from the cougar. These things are dead. Do you want to move forward and take out the one that's alive? All right. Click it and then click attack. And miss. Oof. You rolled a crit. Fail. You whiff and you roll a dexterity save. Click dex and then saving throw. You barely catch yourself as you whiff through the thing. Did you want to rage or are you good? Kamar, you're up.
All right. Only the one thing left alive. I can barely make it to it. Take out my javelin, not my glaive. I'll attack it.
All right. You hit. You need to do 1 damage. You definitely did 1 damage. Uh,
Did 8 damage.
all right, roll a perception. Oh, not the wrong thing. You hear a commotion, and you notice that her hair is moving again in the distance.
God damn it. Her hair is moving again. My turn.
All right. Jared Luth. 3, 6. Can't see anything yet. 3, 5, 6. Jared Luth. See, I need him to. States that he sees another one running off with Youngin. Clocks, you're up. You have the light.
Oh, I guess it's time to run again.
Gotta get them steps in today. Then roll perception.
Okay.
Alrighty. You see a lot more movement up in the distance. You can make out a total of 5 more Grimlocks.
They keep coming.
Or were they always there? You moved your 50, so you only have bonus actions at the moment.
So I can't try and shoot this guy up here.
You moved 50. That's your bonus action. I mean, your dash action was your action.
Okay. Got it. All right. I don't think I really have any.
All right.
Okay.
This healthier one moves a lot faster.
Dang it.
Cougar. Start shredding into this Grimlock that it saw in the corner over here. And hit. And hit. Doesn't take much to hit these guys. And murders it. Another bite, claw, death. Rennie, you're up. All right, Kamar, you're up.
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah, you're good. The chase is on.
Yep.
The chase.
I see him from here.
No. You barely make out a fleeting bit of hair go into darkness and then gone. You barely make it out all the way at the edge of the darkness. The flinting of her hair. If it wasn't for her hair, y'all would have been clueless. Well, but you do see more of your friends. If you could call them that.
Yep. I end my turn now.
Okay. Five. Share de Luth comes around the corner. And let's say spots this one over here in the corner and does an auto. We'll just auto battle for him. Targets that one and kills it. Pins it against the wall. Done. Clocks, you're up.
Run! Do I see anything?
Huh? Yeah, you see Over here in the darkness, the glint of the hair, you also see two Grimlocks.
All of those.
Yeah.
Boop. I'm just gonna try and stay centrally located so everybody can see as much as possible.
Well, you don't look tasty enough, so they're not after you.
What is that little rat doing running around with a torch?
Exactly. Must be goblin.
How rude.
Let's see. It tries to attack. Oh, it hits. And there you go. Oh, did you remove your rage? Probably did. Just reapply your rage when it's on your turn. I'll let it go for now. Because I was trying to let you keep your rage because this is kind of a ongoing. Let's see. Cougar. Miss? No. Hits. Bad. Damage. Well, the one that hit you doesn't exist anymore. As the cat just pounced and ripped its jugular out, and it's getting really good at this.
Want to know
Lenny,
something?
you're up. What's
First
that?
damage I've taken.
Yeah, you know. Ready, you're up. There's one Grimlock here to the north. Can you gauge the level? This rate. So what you doing there, Rennie?
That Grimlock actually do 12 damage to me?
It did, but it halved it for 6.
Damn. They're glass cannons, apparently.
Yeah, they are. Oh, roll. Let's see. What did it roll? It gets to roll a 2d4 plus 3. Bludgeoning and piercing. What you doing there, Rennie? You might want to rage when you get into the fight, anyways. Because right now you all will be at a chance to lose rage if you don't get hit, and you got to do a lot more running if you can hit or get hit.
I need some roller skates or something. Jeez.
first it was underwater. Now
Go gadget skates.
you don't want to cause an attack of opportunity there, or unless you're trying to. Just back. Well, I mean, you can move to right there, and that would be your turn. Well, actually, okay, because you would have to use a dash action to get up to it. Dash action. You're a little further away back. But you could move your extra movement to the opposite side of it without drawing attacks of opportunity. It's when you try to get away from it. If that's what you wanted to do. All right. Kamara, you're up.
This guy's still alive?
No.
Okay.
It's the cougar.
Oh. Oh, in that case.
You'll want to go this way.
Okay.
Well, unless you're running around it, obviously. I was just saying what direction the hare went.
Come here and I'm gonna slice it with my weapon.
You definitely hit. You definitely murdered it.
Ends my turn.
Seconds. For stuff from combat. There we go. All righty. Jared DeLuce. Clocks, you're up. You see the faintest flicker all the way off into the distance.
They're running too fast. Where are all the fast runners? Why am I the one?
They're only moving at 45. You move at 50, you'll catch up.
Well, I gotta keep stopping and killing things.
In 3 days?
3 days later, exhaustion level acquired. Right. Anything else you want to do for a bonus?
What?
You got a bonus action up your sleeve?
Oh,
No.
I'm proficient in firearms, but it's saying I'm not proficient in the musket, just as a side note, because I
Well,
was going to pull out the musket.
That nobody's proficient with it technically. You all need to sit down and actually train. So that's just something to note.
But I'm proficient in firearms.
Yes, but if you all sit down and do some pot shots, you'll get proficiency. You just need to sit down and play with it a little bit. You haven't had enough downtime to acquire it. That's we'll figure that out.
Okay.
Shoot the thing a few times.
All right.
That's all I'm asking. Yeah, especially someone who should be proficient. So
I don't have any ammo anyway for some reason, so no big deal.
Oh yeah, that's because it's all left on the go-kart in the back.
Oh, that's
Click. Damn it.
exactly. Yep.
I knew I forgot something. See, you're not proficient. You don't remember what to do.
Yep. That's what it is. All right, next.
It moves 45 more feet. Yay!
Stop running. Freeze.
Teep. Cougar. And no, the thing is she weighs too much to just grab onto that cougar, and it's just not built for it.
And isn't it still a baby?
No, the baby died. It's a mother.
Oh, that's
It's
right. That's right. That's right.
Kamara had difficulty picking up and moving the gnome.
I'm stout.
All right.
I could throw someone.
Yeah, you might get a little more distance. Pick up, throw the gnome. Here,
No,
I'll help you out.
I'm too squishy for that. I will die.
Would you like to use the catapult spell?
That
Ready, you're up.
disappeared. I don't know where it went. I was going to talk to you about that afterwards.
Oh, probably just have to re-add it.
Yeah.
The cougar's trying to hunt it down. It's obviously going this way, way off in the distance.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Three turns later. Is everybody going to run at max speed to catch up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and did you move? All right. Give me a second. I will expedite some of this. Let's see. Turn one. This one is 60 clocks. You're going to move 50. That's, I gotta. There we go.
What?
Come on. There's another 60. Cat and Rennie. Go.
I'm still so far behind.
Someone want to pick up her torch? Before you ran, when you ran by her, do you want to do a baton toss there? To somebody like Jared Luth, maybe. Let's see. And then it moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. I'm gonna move everyone 50 feet forward. Go ahead. Round.
I can next time I get a shot on that thing, I'm gonna take it.
I will tracking. I'm kind of figuring that.
Okay. I can knock it prone, hopefully.
I gotta move these individuals. Let me. This go there. All right. All right. You get up to a position. Do you go left or right?
I say we go left.
Yes, you could cast. If you got the light spell, you could cast light on the collar of the cougar.
Mm.
All right. I'm gonna expedite this to the next part of this. You all get to a tree section that you all have to dig through some roots. And it slows you all down. Which everybody kind of catches up from it. All right. We're going to stop here for the night, but I'm going to kind of roll the scene into y'all chase. You get through some heavy roots that have been here for a while. As you work your way through it, you come to an open area. You see blood splatter here, and you see off in the distance and come back. Your friend's hair flickering, and you think you've almost caught up. And we'll pick up next week in the middle of the chase. Tracking?
Yep.
So let me put you all in order. The chase is on. Yes. Rolling through the cave. The chase is bad music. So what do you think so far? Pain in the ass to get chase scene, huh?
Mm.
Yes. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Okay, okay.
Yep. Guys, next week.
Yep.
Bye.
All right. Check you later. Oh. Well, audience, I don't know if the video's ended or not, but I hope you're enjoying. Check you later.